Good afternoon. This is Dr. Griff here, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of the new app Griffin Streamz. As you can see in the upper left-hand corner, it says Home. Underneath it says Griffin Streamz. Underneath it has a picture with a G in the middle. That's a Griffin with a G in the middle. We're going to hit that.
Do you feel bad?
It brings up the last station that I was on, which was Catfish.
I'm sure your feelings are hurt, and I'm sure when
I'm going to take this backwards. It's going to show you the guide. I'm going to go up to the top. The three buttons on the right. Click them, and I'm going to hit refresh channels, movies, and series. It's going to ask me to confirm, and I'm going to hit yes. It's going to download the channels, movies, and the series. It's on live TV. If I was to click live TV, we have 1,608 different channels. There's a favorites. I have nothing in the favorites. I can go down to 24/7 channels.
No, it's not. Brian,
and it shows you different channels that are on 24 hours a day.
And I know that even though you don't believe this,
USA Entertainment, the different channels. Right now it's ABC East. There's also A&E TV. I'm going to hit ABC East. Over in the right upper corner, it's going to show you what's playing. I'm going to push the select button, and it's going to bring it into the full screen. I'm not going to stay on these stations long because I don't want to get hit up for being on the stations that I have no control over. You can look ABC East low bandwidth. That would be for someone that has slow internet speed. They can hit that, and with your low internet speed, you should be able to watch that channel without much buffering. What it's doing right now, it's downloading that channel, and there it is.
To make those choices she's doing, it's a defilement. With all due respect, I think it is up to Christina.
All the channels.
I get it, I do.
BET, BET Her, Bounce, Bravo, Buzzer, Catholic TV. We have more religious channels than anyone on the market. There's CBN Religious, CBS East. Again, you see we have the low band. Christian Network, Comedy Central. There's so many. There's Daystar TV, Escape, Faith Life, Food Network. There's Fox, East Coast, West Coast, Fusion. Many people like the Game TV. There's Game Show Network and Game TV. The Hallmark, independent channels. There's Ion. Many people watch Ion. Lifetime, Miracle Network, MTV, NBC East and West. There's the OWN. There's also OWN with low bandwidth. Oxygen. So as you see, we have quite a few channels here. I'm going to back out of that. Go back to the live TV. We have movies, 5,200 some odd movies. 4K movies, action movies, Christmas movies, comedy, classic Disney's, classic movies. These are the different movies. A Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange. There's so many. Dial M for Murder. One of my favorites is Cool Hand Luke. You hit it, it tells you the cast, when it was released in June of 1967. A description of the movie at the bottom. You can add it to your favorite so that you can watch it later. I might even watch this tonight. So that's Cool Hand Luke. It's the movies that we have here. They're crime movies, DC movies, drama, romance, French movies, horror, kids. 272 movies for kids. So there's something for children. Finding Nemo, How to Train Your Dragon. All these are for the children. As you can see, there are a lot of movies for the children. Harry Potter movies, Toy Stories, movies for all age of your children. There's Free Willy 3, The Flintstones. Again, it tells you what the movie's about. Okay, so this one was a Bugs Bunny, it looks like. So I have to go in and change the name on that one. We've got over 5,000, so some of them may have the wrong name. I'll just have to go in and change that. Well, we'll just take a look here just to make sure. No, it is the right movie. So I don't have to go in and change it at all. So I can back out of that. I'm doing this live, so any mistake that's made, you'll see it live. I'm not going to correct anything. New movies. Blackwater, Josie, Dear Dictator, The Humanity Bureau, Forgiven, a lot of movies. There was Paterno. As you see up in the top left-hand corner, my insignia for the Griffin, to let you know that you're watching Griffin Streamz. Science fiction, James Bond. We're going to go out of that. We're going to go down to TV Guide. It's going to download the TV Guide. Takes time because there are so many channels. Now it's inserting the guide. There were 3,944 inserted. Okay? It has the same identical channels that the live TV had. The difference being, you'll see here when it pops up, under U.S. Entertainment, as you see, it has a normal TV guide so that you can scroll down and see what's on and what's coming on later during the day. Up in the left-hand corner, you see what's on.
This is where I take my life back. This is where I don't end up dead.
Everything's in 720. The majority are in 1080. We're going to back out of here. U.S. national sports. You're going to see all the sports. ESPN, ESPN2.
Please don't.
There's ESPNU.
At least you don't have to worry
There's
about
classic
Just go to
ESPN.
geico.com.
So anything you want in sports. Fox
Good to know.
1 and
Been
2.
doing it for years.
Fox Soccer
Really good to
Plus. Spanish.
I'll check them out.
Get to know Geico.
Many have never seen the
Homeowners
GOAT.
and renters insurance can be.
GOAT. Greatest of all
Welcome
time.
back. Reassure
Who would you think
somebody-
that's about? The GOAT. Well, let's take a look. It's about no one but the great Michael Jordan. So you get to see Michael Jordan at his best. There's the Golf Channel. We're going to back out of here. Some would like to have the news. USA News.
This is a company that is successfully making strides in terms of repurposing
Breaking news.
markets, in terms of
Bloomberg
getting
Daybreak.
contracts, in terms of convincing their constituencies and their would-be customers.
There's CNN.
That there's some
C-SPAN.
Black rats, and anyone else really that doesn't have pure white Aryan blood running through their veins.
I'm happy to be talking to a true white
Beautiful
American.
picture.
God.
I'm backing out. That's CNN.
Chloe Malas, CNN entertainment reporter, who just interviewed Spike Lee about this film, and it's already being hailed as one of his best. More.
Well, look, I told Spike Lee when I sat down with him,
MSNBC.
as soon as he leaves the theater, because
Many people wonder about local channels. We have 153 local channels. One problem with the local channels, we don't have backups for most of them. So if it's not on, we don't have a backup to play it. Our other channels, we do have backups for them.
Now, I want to tell you, if you want to have fun, you can come
So
to
what do
the
we have here?
audience, and to
We
do
have
that, you can get
CBS
tickets
2
by
New
going
York,
to drphil.com.
Lafayette, Cincinnati, New York, Los Angeles.
We'll put you in the audience and you'll be
There's
glad
Los
you were able
Angeles,
to see that
ABC, and NBC, Fresno, San Francisco. So if you want San Francisco news, there it is. Kansas City. There's Denver. There's Phoenix, Seattle, San Antonio, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Houston. There's so many. There's Sacramento,
Online with Xfinity Internet for only
Boston,
$19.99 a month for 12 months. Xfinity delivers
Tampa,
internet
Dallas.
speed you need to serve
There's so many of the locals.
Plus, with Norton Security Online, your family can get
Philadelphia.
online protection, and it's included at
So we've got something in here for everyone. There's regional sports. Fox football from all over the country. Atlanta, Pacific area, Atlantic area, Arizona, Detroit, Florida.
They're moving into field goal range. That's a 25-yard gain.
So you can watch old games until the new ones are available. There's something on all the time. Canadian movies, Canadian documentary, Canadian children, Canadian news, Canadian sports, French Canadian. Pay-per-view. Every pay-per-view event that comes on, you'll get it right here at Pay-per-view Box Office. You'll also get rerun. If you look here right now, under Fight Pass, over in the left-hand corner,
Just put him out. Left hook, the right.
it's rerunning something.
Oh, that's right hook. Yeah, definitely lights out.
Okay, gonna back out of here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a good ending.
Gomi is. Guys, you don't want to see that kind of action.
There you go.
Takanori Gomi,
Especially with the kids watching that he brought.
So if you happen to miss it, you can go back and watch it later. There are UK sports, live sporting events, 153. There's baseball, Major League Baseball. You have that package. You have the NBA League Pass. You have the NFL Pass. You have the NHL Pass. You have Spanish and Latino.
Yo lo único que hice fue reparar el daño, David.
¿De qué daño hablas?
Tomando, Los Angeles.
Imposible. Así que lárgate de aquí.
No, escúchame, por favor.
Miami,
No, sí,
Puerto Rico.
Por favor, Gabriel, por favor.
So we have something for everyone.
Yo sé que te...
I'm going to back out of here, and I'm going to go over to recordings. You can record. I have nothing in recording right now, so I'm going to back out. I'm going to go over to Live TV, hit select. It's going to come up, so it doesn't matter what I pick, so why don't I just pick US Entertainment. It's going to pop up. It's on A&E TV. I'm going to press select and hold it. It brings up a menu on the left. It says play with MX Player, add to my favorite, or to record. I'm going to go down to recordings. I'm going to push recordings.
She moved from Cleveland, Texas to Tulsa.
I'm going to go down to duration. It asks me how long. I'm going to hit select. I'm going to hit 1 minute. I'm going to select next. And then I'm going to hit start recording. Okay.
Contact.
We're going to back out of here. There's series. Two Broke Girls. That's a series I've never seen before. But if it's something that you've watched or you've heard of or that you might like, you go down to it, hit select. It's going to have episodes and seasons. You hit seasons and it'll show you the different seasons. Let's say you wanted season number 3, you select season 3. It will show you each episode. And you decide which one you want to watch. We'll back out of this. American Dad, Animal Kingdom, which is very good, Billions, Black Lightning, The Big Bang, Breaking Bad, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Chicago Fire, CSI Miami, Dear White People, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Downtown Abbey, Family Guy. So there's something here for everyone. If you want to catch these old series, if it was something that you liked, you can go in here. There's Power. Many people watch Power. You can go in and watch your series of Power. Prison Break. I used to watch that years ago. There's Ray Donovan. Scandal. Shades of Blue. Shameless. United States Shameless. And there's also the UK. Sons of Anarchy. The Blacklist. The Crown. The Punisher. Victorious. So there are quite a few here that you can go back and watch. The only thing that we don't have so far is the catch-up. We're not able to catch up on something that you've missed. So we're working on that, but it's not available at this time. I'm going to go over to recordings. If you remember, I hit 1 minute for the recording. There it is, the recording. It says play. And I need to, okay, with MX Player.
We need her in a car and stay for downtown. Okay.
And that was the A&E that we were watching. It recorded for 1 minute. We're going to back out of that. I'm going to go down to delete. It's going to ask me, am I sure I want to delete it? I'm going to select yes. And it's going to delete it. Now you see I have nothing in recording. Backing out. There's one other thing I'd like to show you here. Your general settings. You can go into general settings. If you want this particular program to start on your startup when the TV comes on, you can go up and you can select over in the left, start on boot up. I'm going to take that out. I don't want it to start every time the TV comes on. You can go down and select active subtitles. TV guide time shifts. If you're in the east, central, west, wherever you're at, you can change the hours so that your TV guide will show the time zone that you're in. Stream format. Under your stream format, by default, it sets on the top MPEGTS. If you're watching and you're getting buffering and your speed is good on your internet, but it's still buffering, I suggest coming over to stream format, go down to HLS, highlight it, go down to save, and that may help in your buffering. It may stop your buffering. So I'm going to go down and hit save. There's parental control. If you want to set this with a password so your children can't get in. TV guideline for the EPG. I wanted to show all channels, even if there's nothing showing on the particular channel. If there's no guide for it, I still wanted to show the channel. There's a time format if you want the 12-hour format or the 24-hour format. Whichever you decide, you go down to Save Changes. I'm going to back out of here. So again, this is called Griffin Streamz. It's one of the new guys, and we're probably, in my opinion, one of the best that's out there. The only thing that we don't have is the catch-up, but we do have the movies. Many of them have no movies at all. We do have the movies. We do have recordings. Some of them do have catch-up. What I suggest, if you're looking for catch-up and you want to see a particular thing, that you would download Terrarium. You can always get it on Terrarium or Morpheus. So I just wanted to come in here and give you a brief overview of this particular app. If you go over to the right, it's going to ask you if you want to log out. You should always log out. I'm going to say no. I'm going to come back down. I'm going to go into live TV. So if I had been watching, let's say, 24/7 channels, and I was watching Alf, and I decided that I wanted to turn the TV off, I would go back. It would bring me to the live TV. I would go up to the top on the right-hand side. I would go over to the 3 small dots and select the 3 small dots. I would go down to the bottom and select log out. It will ask me to verify. Are you sure you want to log out? I would select yes, and I would log out. You go back to your main screen. That's my username, my password, my login. There's the logo. There's a big, beautiful griffin that's in the background. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you'd like to join, just leave a note at the bottom of this video, and I'll get in touch with you with the information on how you can join. If you're on Facebook, look up Griff Super Streamz. That's Streamz with a S-T-R-E-A-M-Z. That's Griff, G-R-I-F-F. Griff Super Streamz. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.